It's Friday, February 6, 2026, and this is the Washington Times front page. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. Republicans have rejected Democrats' new proposals to reel in immigration and customs enforcement, saying a 10-point list of reforms is too much. Lindsay McPherson and Stephen Dinan report Senate Majority Leader John Thune said that if Democrats stick by the list, then passing a new Homeland Security spending bill is not even in the realm of possibility. The Democrats' plan would ban the use of masks to hide officers' identities and indiscriminate arrest, and bar all arrests near sensitive locations such as churches, courts, and schools. It would also give state and local governments veto power over large-scale operations and give states explicit power to sue in federal court if they think enforcement has gone too far. Congress faces a February 13th deadline to approve a new funding deal for the department. In Virginia, Republicans are trying to target Democrats on proposed revenue increases, including through higher taxes on millionaires and investment income. Seth McLaughlin reports the measures would create new tax brackets and raise the top rate from 5.75% to 10% for individuals earning more than $1 million annually, with those earning over $600,000 paying 8%. Democrats would also impose a 3.8% tax on net investment income and expand the retail sales and use tax to services such as gym memberships, dry cleaning, and landscaping. Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger's office countered by saying more than half a dozen proposals are advancing as part of her affordability agenda. They include efforts to reduce heating and energy costs, create a task force to improve energy initiatives, and to help localities preserve affordable housing. The Trump administration has been holding covert meetings with a fringe group seeking to separate the oil-rich province of Alberta from the rest of Canada. Jeff Murdoch reports State Department officials have met 3 times since April with leaders of the Alberta Prosperity Project, which advocates for a referendum to allow the Western Canada province to gain independence. A group allied with the project, Stay Free Alberta, is trying to gather the 177,000 signatures necessary for a referendum. If successful, the vote could be scheduled between late 2026 and mid-2027. The Department of Justice has announced charges against a self-described anti-fascist activist in Minnesota, accusing him of encouraging the killings of federal immigration officers. Stephen Dinan reports prosecutors say 37-year-old Kyle Wagner called for armed and ready resistance to ICE in social media posts to Facebook and Instagram. Prosecutors said he crossed the line into spurring violence when he urged followers to get guns and stop these people. Wagner was charged by criminal complaint in federal court in eastern Michigan. Prosecutors must seek an indictment to take the case to trial. Iran's rejection of Turkey as a venue for nuclear talks with the United States this week exposed a hard truth about Middle East diplomacy. No one in the region is expecting a breakthrough. Jacob Wertschafer reports Iran insisted negotiations be moved from Istanbul to Oman and restricted to uranium enrichment alone, while Turkey had offered to host broader regional discussions. Interviews with diplomats and analysts across the region suggest the nations are not betting on a resolution, but instead trying to prevent miscalculation long enough for containment strategies to hold. And finally, more than 120 million Americans are expected to tune in Sunday night for Super Bowl 60 featuring the New England Patriots and Seattle Seahawks. The American monoculture has all but faded, yet Liam Griffin reports even as consumers spend more time on social media platforms, the Super Bowl perseveres as a signature cultural event. The Patriots, led by first-year coach Mike Vrabel, experienced a rapid turnaround after an offseason roster overhaul. New England's front office spent $193 million on free agents after a 4-13 finish last year and now seek their NFL record 7th Vince Lombardi trophy. Second-year Seahawks coach Mike Macdonald leads a group that earned the top seed in the NFC after a dominant regular season. Seattle's plus 191 point differential was by far the highest in the league, giving them this opportunity to seek their second championship. Find all today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.